Oil prices have surged past $100 a barrel for the first time since 2022. Stocks opened sharply lower with the Dow down hundreds of points, and even Fox News and the Wall Street Journal are highlighting the economic fallout from the ongoing U.S. conflict with Iran. Here's the latest on how this is hitting markets and everyday costs. We're seeing clear signs of strain in the economy tied to the war now in its fifth day. Global oil benchmarks like Brent crude briefly topped $110 to $120 per barrel overnight before pulling back somewhat, but they're still up sharply, around 10 to 12% on the day in recent sessions, with WTI US crude also crossing $100 at points. This follows disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz, where tanker traffic has slowed dramatically or halted in many cases due to attacks and threats. Roughly 1/5 of world oil supplies normally flow through there, and the blockage has forced major producers like Iraq, Kuwait, and others to cut output as storage fills up. Gas prices in the U.S. have jumped from about $2.99 a gallon a week ago to around $3.47 or higher now, with some reports noting diesel spikes too. The stock market reacted strongly at the open. The Dow dropped nearly 1% early, hundreds of points in some moments. The S&P 500 fell about 0.8 to 1.5% intraday, and the Nasdaq was down similarly. It's been a sea of red on screens, with investors bracing for broader fallout like higher inflation, borrowing costs, and potential hits to consumer spending. Some volatility has eased as the day progressed, with indexes paring losses after comments from President Trump suggesting the conflict is very complete, pretty much, and ahead of schedule, plus hints of plans to stabilize energy markets. Coverage from outlets like Fox News captured the concern in real time. Analysts described a sea of red at the open, with the Dow down almost 1%, S&P off 0.8%, and questions about how the administration might reassure markets on the Strait of Hormuz.
News alert, it's a Monday morning and the market is open and it doesn't really like what's happening out there on the energy front apparently. The market down about 666 points right now, but it's early in the market open and we'll see if the administration can reassure people that things are moving forward in the Strait of Hormuz. So we'll keep that in mind.
One anchor noted the market doesn't really like what's happening on the energy front, with crude over $100 for the first time in years. The Wall Street Journal detailed the long-feared Persian Gulf oil squeeze, calling it the most severe energy crisis since the 1970s, with traffic through the strait nearly halted, production cuts, and risks to global supplies of oil, gas, and even fertilizer. President Trump posted on Truth Social that short-term oil price increases are a very small price to pay for neutralizing Iran's nuclear threat and world safety, adding that only fools would think differently. He and officials like Energy Secretary Chris Wright have said energy will flow soon, and this is a short-term disruption for long-term gains in stability. The G7 is prepared to release strategic reserves if needed to calm markets. Analysts warn that if disruptions last, prices could climb higher, reverberating especially in Europe and Asia, though the U.S. has more buffers now as a top energy exporter. This is a developing story with big implications for prices at the pump, inflation, and broader economic confidence. We'll keep tracking how it plays out. What are you seeing with gas prices or markets where you are? Share in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more updates.